Hi guys, yasas ke kalosirtate, which means hello and welcome in Greek to another episode of Dimitra's Dishes. You've seen me use harissa over and over again in a few of the recipes on this channel, and I've seen in your comments that it's hard for you to find it in your supermarket. It is available in the international section of some supermarkets, but not all. But no worry, today I'm going to teach you how to make it at home with just a few simple ingredients. It's going to be as spicy as you like it because some of these tend to be super spicy, too spicy for some people's liking. And the best thing is when you make it at home, you get to customize it to suit your taste. Let's get started. So the whole thing comes together in a few minutes in a food processor. In goes 5 cloves of garlic, and these are large cloves. And I'm going to puree these first, or pulse them first until they're very finely chopped. Now, if you have bell peppers growing in your garden, you can roast them by yourself, but I like to take the shortcut by buying jarred roasted red bell peppers that are in brine, and I'm going to put 4 in the food processor. They're going to make it nice and sweet and smoky. I'm also going to add a teaspoon of cumin powder. This is ground cumin, and it's a heaping teaspoon. A teaspoon of coriander powder, and an extra teaspoon of cumin powder because it was supposed to be 2 teaspoons. I'm going to add a little bit of salt. Let's start with half a teaspoon. Some crushed red pepper flakes for heat. I'm going to start with half a teaspoon, and then I can add a little more later. And I'm going to puree this until it's nice and smooth. And then with a spatula, just wipe down the sides. And I'm also going to add 1 to 2 tablespoons of olive oil. Use the best that you can get. And the best part is the taste. You want to taste it and see if it needs to be more spicy, a little bit more salty. If it needs more tang, then you can add a little bit of lemon juice. But since the bell peppers that I'm using are stored in a brine, that's the oven for another recipe, so you guys want to stay tuned for the roasted cauliflower that's coming up after this. But anyway, back to the roasted bell peppers. So if you're using fresh roasted bell peppers that you are roasting yourself, then you can squeeze some lemon juice in here to give it a little bit of tang. But the roasted bell peppers that you buy in a jar already are soaked in vinegar, so you don't need any more lemon most likely, but we're going to find out right now. Oh my gosh, that's so good. I'm going to add a little bit more crushed red pepper flakes and a little bit more salt because it's not spicy enough for me. Again, best part of making it at home, make it as spicy as you like. Now, most recipes for harissa call from a special kind of spicy peppers, but I'm keeping it simple and using what I've got. I don't use those in my cooking, so I didn't have them on hand. Now I'm going to add half a teaspoon more salt and puree it, and then it's going to be ready. And just like that, the harissa sauce is ready. You can use it to marinate chicken, cook fish in it, lamb. The other day I made lamb and I had some of this harissa sauce. I just poured all the harissa over it and seasoned it with a little bit of oregano, salt, a sprig of rosemary, and I baked it, and it was so delicious. I'll share that recipe with you if you want. Comment down below and let me know if you want me to teach you how to make that. But you can use this as a dipping sauce too. The options are endless, and all of them will be listed on the blog post, as well as all the variations that you can make with this recipe. I basically made this because one of my favorite brands at my supermarket, I love it. I use it all the time because I have bought a few other brands that have been too spicy, a little too bitter, and so I tried to recreate that version of harissa at home, and this is what it tastes like. Now I'm going to give it a taste just to make sure that it's the way it needs to be. So delicious. A little bit spicy, warm from the coriander and the cumin. It's a little bit tangy from the brine from the roasted red peppers in the jar, sweet from the roasted red peppers. This is delicious. I think you guys are going to love it, so give it a try and let me know what you think in the comment section down below. If you want to learn some recipes that I've made with this before, then you're going to want to click over here, and I'll see you right over there. Yasas.